The man blamed for the homicide of Tupac Shakur has made shock asserts that hip bounce star Diddy arranged and paid $1 million for the death. Welcome viewers to my channel. Please subscribe, like my video and turn on notifications so you don't miss our next update. Keefe D, who showed up in court in Las Vegas over the killing yesterday, has asserted a few times that Diddy, genuine name Sean Brushes, requested that he take out Pac and remark supervisor Suge Knight. Delegates for Diddy didn't remark when gotten some information about the charges, however already Brushes has excused claims he was engaged with Tupac's passing as rubbish. The U.S. Sun can uncover how the Compton hoodlum, genuine name Dwayne Davis, has made the claim in his book, in virtual entertainment interviews, and, surprisingly, in a mystery police interview with LAPD. One more previous hoodlum from the period, James McDonald, recently known as Horde James, has likewise affirmed to the U.S. Sun he heard bits of gossip about Diddy and others at death row putting a cost on Suge and Tupac's head, as the New York-based rap craftsman was frightened by the record name chief. In an elite meeting, James, who used to function as a security implementer for Death Row Records, said, everybody had a cost on their head. At that point, as the conflict between the Terrible Kid Records on the East Coast and Death Row Records on the West, warmed up. They was going this way and that blow for blow. So I accept that it outgrew Pac and Big Deal in light of the fact that not one of them seen it coming. Not one of them thought coming that way was going. Furthermore, similar to I said previously, Puffy was so frightened of Suge, he needed to put some place to get Suge out the way. Cite down specialists announcing issues with typical working day and grumble application is down. James, who is currently changed and assists more youthful individuals with leaving the group life, added, a great deal of folks had costs on their heads. In a recording of a LAPD interview, shipped off the U.S. Sun and flowed on the web, Keefe seems to let criminal investigators know that Diddy called a hoodlum partner of theirs called Eric Von Zip not long after Tupac's shooting to inquire as to whether they were mindful. Keefe couldn't be arraigned for the cases he settled on to LAPD because of legitimate arrangement he had set up. Keefe claims in the recording that when Diddy was informed it was their escort who shot Pac, he was blissful as damnation. In another LAPD brief snippet, Keefe then guarantees Diddy paid the expense for the hit to Zip, who saved the cash for himself. In his book Compton Road Legend, Keefe claims Diddy, referred to then as Puffy or Puff Daddy, requested the hit one day while they were out in New York eating pastrami sandwiches and drinking pink champagne. In a later meeting with YouTuber Vlad Television from May this year, Keefe even guaranteed that FBI specialists let him know that Diddy had paid $1 million to hurdle for the death. Gotten some information about talk in posse circles that, after Tupac wound up dead, Puffy gave Zip $1 million that should be given over and Zip wound up keeping it. Keefe D let the questioner know that the federal authorities said that as well. Everyone crossed you. Indeed, even attorneys and your companions, everyone he crossed your, but it is simply you don't have any acquaintance with it. Indeed, even fellows he rode with in the vehicles regular. Witnesses have likewise talked about Diddy's well-established competition with Suge and Tupac in an excellent jury, which was held last month in Las Vegas to choose whether to charge Keefe, court papers show. Tupac going to death row, and that's what letting them know, Puff and Big Deal and them had something to do with it when he had chance up, the initial time. He truly accepted that they made it happen. They most likely made it happen, I don't have the foggiest idea, Lee said. Yet, that not too far off fan the fire said resembled any time that any death row partners or anyone that managed death row, assuming they see anyone from Terrible Kid, it can go all awful, you know. At the point when asked where the posse had got the weapon for the Tupac shooting, he said, Zip, one of these players that is out of New York, out of Harlem, that is really the way in which we met Puff.